Call order planning commission meeting of February 25th, 2026. Roll call, please.
Okay. Jerry Brazo,
Here.
Bob Wilkinson,
Here.
Ryan Fisher,
Here.
Bill Burton,
Here.
Patty Metfield, here, and Jody Irving, here. And Jennifer Atkinson is absent.
Stand for pledge of allegiance. Behind there somewhere. Pledge allegiance
To the flag of the United States of America, to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Any public comments on any items? Hearing none, ask for acceptance of the agenda.
I make a motion to accept the agenda as written.
I'll second that.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. New business, approval of minutes dated January 28th, 2026.
I make a motion to approve the minutes of January 28th, 2026 as written.
I second.
All in favor? Opposed? Carried. Public hearing for Elder Title Agency. A motion to open the public hearing for Elder Title Agency. They're requesting an SLU to move their business to 331 West Munising Avenue. This is zoned transitional.
I make a motion to open the public hearing for Elder Title Agency.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried. Elder Agency. Just need to tell us what you're doing.
Oh, okay, I didn't know. So we want to move into the 331 West Munising, which is currently a flower shop. We don't plan on changing the structure of the building on the outside. The inside will be what will be changed. And I guess that's basically it. We're moving just because the size of the building we're in now is too large for our business now, so we want to downsize it to a one-story building. Monday through Friday, 8 to 4:30. I have 4 employees, so we have 4 parking stalls used for employees. What else? I guess that's it.
Yeah, just interior, would be more or less renovating the interior to develop for business use versus flower shopping. It's currently right now.
We have a motion to close the public hearing if there's anything else.
I have a question though.
Well, we need to do that after we close the public and go to your questions.
Okay?
I'll make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All approved, all in favor?
Aye.
Okay, now when we
Well,
discuss it,
the,
what you looking at?
I got a question. It says they're gonna move to 331 West Munising.
Yeah.
But this says 109 Cherry.
It's
Well,
also the
it's-
same address.
Yeah,
Same
same.
address.
Okay, but is it gonna be listed as 331 or
We have it
109?
as 331 in the water department. I'm not sure what the taxes are.
I mean, I get it, it's the same building,
It's the same building.
but is the zoning the same?
Yes,
So 109 is the same as 331?
yes.
The transitional zone goes to the alley.
Okay.
Goes from the highway to the alley.
Oh, it does go from Munising, okay.
Yes.
West Munising, okay,
Right.
okay. Sorry about that, I was confused on that a
No,
little
it's
bit.
not
I even came in and got another map, but even the map doesn't,
it's not a cut and dried look.
no, it's
How
not, yeah,
done.
so,
Very
okay,
confusing with two addresses, for sure.
okay.
Well, I think probably the way that happened is the flower shop was the 19 or 109, and the State Farm
And the state-
Insurance in the front
That's,
of the
that's
house
exactly,
was
that's
331.
Right,
exactly what I
okay.
thought too.
That's what confused me, I thought, wait a
Yeah.
minute.
It was
what's
confusing
this
to
gonna
me as
be?
well.
Yeah. So,
Yeah. I
Well, I'm assuming that's how that happened,
Yeah.
but,
So the deed address is gonna be 331? Or 109?
I am not sure.
Say that again?
the deed
What's the address of the business gonna be?
331 West Wilson Avenue. We're gonna use the highway as our address.
Okay. I'm not disputing, I'm
No,
just, it
no,
confused me on the application, you have the address of 109.
Because I didn't realize it was 331 until I came and talked to Lisa. And then she said, well, we have it as 331, and I said, well, everything I've seen is 109. So that's when I figured that out.
Okay.
Because I even think the real estate listing has it as 109 Cherry.
They do.
Yeah,
Yeah,
so
yeah,
that was the
Right.
confusion.
Yeah, yeah.
You think I could go to the title office and get that?
Yeah. I mean, I get the deed says 331,
Yeah.
so yeah. Maybe that's just an old phrase or
Yeah,
problem I have
yeah,
with that.
it's okay, I understand.
Okay.
As we go through this, it's special, for the transitional.
Well, they're both from transition to transition, correct? Within the transitional zone.
The one now is in the downtown.
No, it's transitional.
Well, I think it's downtown going up there.
Yeah, I'm not sure what we're zoned
It's
now.
transitional.
Is it the
Yeah.
block of street there?
Yeah, Bob and I looked at that.
That confused me, that's why I came in and got a map, I thought, wait a minute, this isn't transitional. Yeah, but it is,
Now that they're moving, they have to follow current zoning, so,
right.
yeah. That's why we're here.
So there's really no ordinance that says they can.
That what?
There's no ordinance that says they can't move within, I mean, but they have to get a special use permit to move.
Lisa, is this the whole thing on the
I'm not sure what you're looking at.
special uses, on the permitted uses under section 226?
Oh, yeah. And that's just the first page, because that's what they're under. Retail sales and services.
Wouldn't be under office and services?
No, I don't think so. I mean, it's a service.
That was my only question on it.
I mean, I can get the other page if you want to look at it. Can you? Yeah.
some professional commercial offices out there.
Yeah.
Right?
There's still special land use.
Right. But where I was looking at it here, I guess this was just a heading.
Yeah.
Because it isn't really, I wouldn't consider it a retail business.
Yeah, yeah,
It's
probably
selling
not,
goods.
but, well, yeah.
It's still a special land use, yep.
I got it.
Oh,
Good.
I found it. Well, I printed them, I'm gonna hand them out.
Thank you.
Any question on that then?
Does it matter how it's listed, whether it's retail or professional?
Well, it's.
I mean, it probably should
The office
be.
and service use part is just a header on what it is, and then the other part is on the back, and it's personal and commercial services, or professional and commercial offices.
Mhm.
And so I would guess that's what it would be covered under. And that's okay.
Probably be the best.
Anybody else got any questions? Make a motion to approve or disapprove?
I make a motion we approve the application for Orange County Alger Title Agency to move to 331 West Munising with a special land use permit.
I'll second that.
Roll call, Lisa? Good on this, eh?
Oh, we can if you want one.
I think so.
Okay. Jody Irving? Yes or no?
Yes.
Okay. Patty Duffy? Yes. Bill Rickford?
Yes.
Ryan Fisher?
Yes.
Bob Wilkinson?
Yes.
Jerry Brazo?
Yes.
Thank you.
Well, we're parking spots now. Park in the bank ain't one of them.
And I can't even park in the bank now because there's too much snow.
So much, oh God, there's too much there.
So it will be nice to have our own parking.
Yes.
Another reason to go.
Was there plans for the old building?
I'm sorry?
Was there plans for the other building?
Not currently.
Yeah, we want to get through this.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, you can sit around and watch the rest of this if you want, but
We might.
it's really exciting.
I gotta see Jake in action.
Ronnie Olson, downtown dwellings, and parking.
Yes, I don't know how, I'm Rondi. I don't know, I've kind of been bringing this project to zoning here for the last 4 years. I don't know who's familiar with it
I'm the only one
already.
left.
You're the only one that's familiar with it. Well, 111 Elm Avenue is, this is like the front cover of it.
Oh,
That
yeah.
building,
Okay.
yeah, that building. In case you didn't know, it's the oldest building in town. It was actually built in Anoda, where Christmas is now. And when there was the fire, it was one building that didn't burn down. And so they took it apart in the wintertime, and they put it on a sleigh, and they moved it across the bay from Christmas to where they were building Munising. And so it's been known as the Bellevue. That's, I think, what people who've been here a long time knew it as the Bellevue. When I first moved here in like 1992, Ardeen Turnanan owned it, and she had it the Bay House, and she had it called the Bay House specifically because of the story of it coming over from Manila. But I love history, I love real estate. That means I love old buildings. The first old building in town I had was 102 Elm Avenue. It had been 84 Charing Cross A, if you remember that business. And the building had been empty for a few years, and I bought it and kind of held on to it until someone with more money than me could come along and renovate it. And that was the situation with 111 Elm also. It was had been sitting empty for a couple of years, and so I bought it around 2007 with a plan to renovate it myself. And then 2008 happened, and I couldn't get financing for anything. So we kind of just were running it on a shoestring budget. But then about 4 years ago, my steam boiler went out. Love steam, but no one can like install a steam boiler anymore, which was weird because Trudell's had put in a new steam boiler for me at 102 just a couple years before. But anyway, so no heat in the building. And so I was kind of stuck like, well, what am I gonna do with this? And that's when, you know, we found some partners and came up with a plan for this building. And, you know, still retail downstairs, but, you know, when we were like talking about what the town needed the most, you know, of course we thought of housing is what everyone is always talking about. I don't know, like, have you all seen them using the Cupid? And like they're saying right now, immediate 90 units needed to fill. Yeah, we got some housing problems, so, but I have a problem with this lot. Guess how much parking I have? None. I had 2 in the back, but now I have to have handicap accessible ramp up the back. So there goes my 2 parking spaces that I had. And of course with a project like this, there's a lot of moving parts. You know, there's the zoning, there is finance, there's getting a contractor lined up. And there was at one point a couple of years ago where we had everything all arranged here, and we couldn't get our contractor in for over a year. And of course, if your project isn't started within a year of getting approval, you have to get approval again. And our parking requirements went up from 4 spots, and because I found someone who was generous enough to give me 4 spots, to 12, based on the apartments that we have, which the downstairs was dormitory, but there was a request that, you know, they'd rather see year-round housing. And so we would have, upstairs would be the same, it would be two bedroom, and then 1 studio, and then 3 1-bedroom downstairs. So with those 7 units, we're talking about a need for 12 parking spaces. And I mean, I feel like I can get some parking spaces. I feel like in time, there's projects around town that include housing, even within the 500 square feet here. You know, like there's talk about, you know, stuff down at Bob's IGA, etc. But like nothing is going to be happening right away. And the problem with my building is it's already been without heat for years. And it's not gonna last much longer, because I have to move on it. And I don't have parking, and I don't know what to do. So this is like a desperation move. If you guys can come up with anything that we could do, I mean, even if it were just temporary, where we could get the project moving. Like I said, there's people, all the usual, like I said, well, look, there's all that parking, well, it's all private, and it's all highly sought after, you know. But there are, the people who own this parking are generous in town, right? And I'd say there's the two problems I'm running into when I'm asking for 12 spots is the fact 12, right? 12. Like I said, I had 4, but 12 is a lot more. And the other is the requirement now that a lease or something run with the land, right? And if there was if we could come up with something that would, like, say, well, you'd only have to do it for 5 years or for 10 years, and like I said, there's projects in the works where we could get the parking necessary, but those projects also cost a lot of money and have to go through a lot of zoning, and they're not gonna happen overnight, right? And to try to put 2 projects, you know, it would be like a fairy dance to have them get done at the same time. It's not gonna happen. So I guess that's all I have. And just, any ideas? Any? Yeah, I just don't know what to say about the building, and I would hate to lose it because it is literally the oldest building in town. It's a historic building. And we have contractors lined up, we have financing in the works, and we could potentially get it done. But I need to, and I even have parking someday, just not this summer, not this year.
I have a question. Who are the employees, the employee housing here? I'm
Well-
brand new here, so.
Well, that had been for a number of people in the community, because, well, right now that problem was solved because people just started buying houses downtown and throwing 30 people in it, and yay, you get to share a bed with 2 other people. Like, literally. So it's gonna be just apartments, just three 1-bedroom apartments downstairs.
This drawing is from
Oh, okay.
from 23.
Yeah.
So this
It's
this
from-
bottom one is
yeah,
not
it's from-
accurate.
yeah.
Okay.
Inaccurate.
It's the preliminary drawing,
Okay.
and just at this
And
point,
that's the reason that the parking increased.
Okay. Because it's like full apartments.
Was one of the-
yeah.
Patty, I don't know if you were here when we had talked at one point about the parking in the downtown. But there was talk of rescinding, of having necessary parking spots, because there aren't any, there isn't any public place to park.
Right.
And there was some discussion on that, I know at one point, and Bob, I don't know if you were still,
Yeah, I
when you were here or not, I can't remember.
The first time.
Yeah,
Yeah, there was. I don't remember what we came up with, but I don't think we changed anything. We still, because we were talking about the bed and breakfast and stuff and having so many parking places per bedroom, and I don't know that has been discussed in the last couple of years that I remember.
and I know it's something that's gone on in large municipalities where the downtown parking things were rescinded. I mean, it was just taken away that they needed the additional parking.
Because like, talking about the future, what are you gonna do with that building? Who's gonna wanna buy it if they can't do anything with it? Like, even office space would require 8 parking spots for like, if I wanted to turn it into office space and retail instead of apartments, 8 spots. I don't have 8 spots either. What do you do? What do you do? You're just stuck.
And we talk about it we have a housing crisis. We have a housing crisis, and it's a historical building, so there has to be a way to make that happen, in my opinion.
I'm just curious, so the coffee house and the hair salon have rental properties above that, plus they have employees. There's no way to have enough parking spots for all their
Well, they're
rentals.
working out that.
Yeah.
Okay.
Not enough for everything.
I don't know if there is no way.
Those are
Yeah.
all grandfathered in,
Okay,
so, because they've been there forever,
yeah.
long time.
Well, your building's been here forever too, just on that spot, right?
Well, and mine, I mean, it was a hotel, I mean, it was a,
Okay,
you know, like when I first bought it, she, you know, before she shut it down, it was Teresa DiDomenico that I got it from. I mean, it was those rooms that were upstairs.
yeah.
Those scary rooms that were upstairs that people were renting out for $50 a week, right? And there could be 10, 15 people there, but they did not have vehicles. I mean, and I would say this about a project like this, you know, you could stipulate that some of the units, you know, you could say, well, you know, no cars. And that is legal except for the Disability Act. You know, like if someone says, well, I have to have a vehicle because of my disability. But just in my own personal experience, you know, with my 102, I had 2 apartments above that at the time. And there was one apartment where they had 1 vehicle. The other apartment, it was low income, right? It was a 1-bedroom. That the people who lived in there never had a vehicle. I mean, and I had that for like from 2020 to 20, I had it like 15, 16 years. So,
Lisa, do you know, does Family Dollar have that whole parking lot, or they share that with all other businesses? It's theirs, okay. Have they been approached, you know, share that
sure.
lot at all? I mean, they're never full, obviously, and we have a ton of tourists, as I see across the street from my bank, that, you know, there's plenty of spots there, tourists park there nonstop, I mean, anyone can park there, they don't care.
the biggest issue is not so much in the summertime,
Mhm.
because in the
Yeah,
summertime,
snow, I
people are
get that,
parking on
for
the
sure.
street, they're parking wherever, it's plowing.
Yeah.
It's plowing, and when I had, you know, because with, you know, 102, I did not have any parking either,
Mhm.
right? And so, like the person who was plowing Family Dollar would be like, it's 4 o'clock in the morning, move your vehicle. You know, and then they would try to organize because there were a bunch of different apartments around the area that were using that parking lot, even though we didn't have legal rights to it. And they would like have to try to coordinate the plowing in the wintertime, and I mean, it is a mess.
Yeah, it is.
I wonder if there'd be anything that, I mean, you know, you're talking temporary, whatever that might be, that Pats would allow. You know, I don't think so either, but I'm just saying, if anybody's ever approached that, I mean, they're just sitting there with that, you know, with the grocery store or the parking, I don't know.
It just seems like, so all the existing businesses, you know, are grandfathered in. So where can the growth come? Where can we fix our problems if only the people that already have existing?
Well, and that's like, I have someone who might potentially want to buy it, but they also own half the buildings in town. I mean, that's an exaggeration, but you understand what I'm saying? It's like all the usual suspects own the parking, and so they're gonna be the only people who can buy. And so where is there room for, I mean, I'm not a little guy, right? I'm not gonna say I'm a little guy, but you understand what I'm saying? It's like you're either one of the people who has the parking and you can buy the property, and then like they can ask any price they want, like, well, no one else can buy this because you don't have parking, and it's like you got, yeah, a white elephant on your hands.
Hiawatha own all the property, and they're parking next to the old bank up there,
Next to where?
next to the old bank. The old First National,
People say things on the side.
they own that whole lot. So, because Delasky had owned it at one point.
Yeah,
But they
Hiawatha,
Does
Hiawatha.
Milwaukee still own it?
No, I want the telephone.
Yeah, I think Hiawatha owns a
Telephone
portion
owns
of
both,
it,
right?
and we own the
And then
other
the
portion.
other
Yeah, he kept the parking that he needed for his project, and then he sold the rest to General House. And like I said, I think especially with apartments, the parking is at night, and so it's not going to conflict as much as like if you put in office space and it's people using it during the day, it's parking at night. And the biggest issue is working out the plowing situation. Like I said, I have people who are willing until I say 12 spots, and then they're just like, well, that's half of my parking lot, or that's my whole parking lot, or, you know?
Any direction for us, Michelle?
Well, I guess I would say, maybe we don't need to make a decision today, but I think it's nice to get informed about the process and kind of let it settle and kind of think over the next month. And maybe
Yeah,
revisit this at the next meeting.
Let me ask you this. If you could go to the city attorney and ask if we could possibly go back on this property to the old grandfather. I don't know if that's a possibility or not. On parking, it's just, it could possibly be a solution where it could be waived in that area. I don't know.
I think once it changes hands, it's probably not waived.
Well, sometimes those grandfathers are carry right through on everything else.
Worth a look at, that's for sure.
I mean, it's
And you're
And I've had it since
7 years
2007.
is a big move, you know? And I understand that,
Well, and like I said, I'm open to other ideas, you know.
And these apartments would be short-term.
Pardon?
These apartments that you wanted to do would be short-term.
They would all be long-term, yeah, they'd all be,
That's awesome.
with the financing we're getting, it would be low-income housing for year-round.
And one option could be to maybe see if we could do a waiver instead of doing, I think there's 1.5 car spaces per apartment. Maybe we could try and do one to.
Because I do think like 7, like if there's 7 apartments, 7 is like a lot more doable. Like, and even if I split it between different landowners, you know, like I could go and beg off a few spots here and beg off a few spots there, right?
I feel your pain.
Yeah, I hear you. As much as we want the apartments too, as we need them.
Yeah.
Can Bill give us some guidance on that?
Yeah, I'll ask him about that,
Let's,
and,
you know,
yeah,
let's-
so I think maybe let's park.
Yeah.
this all night.
See what,
So I really don't know where else to go with this right now.
Yeah, and I totally get that. It's a big thing, and I know it's a big
I know.
ask, but this is my Hail Mary desperation move, because I mean, the foundation's going.
And I really think that we need to work with you on it, and I just don't see right now which way we're going with it. If,
Yeah,
the reality of it and everything like that.
That's fine.
I don't think it's insurmountable by any means. I think things can be
You're
worked out.
giving me hope for the first time in a while.
I mean, it's just my opinion, but,
Well, I agree with you. I think we need to explore every avenue that we have available.
absolutely.
Something that be put back in that master plan or some of the things that have been discussed in that downtown area.
Well, I know we've talked about it for a while to look into it, but it just, I don't think it has come up in quite a while, so now,
There's
now
not
it's
many
come
of
up, so
us
it's.
who are right down, right? There's not that many of us.
especially because we do offer public transportation as well, which is a huge service already. That those parking spaces for downtown areas might not necessarily
You
be
see,
necessary.
like at the manor, you know,
Yeah,
the number of people down there, and there's not many of them that have vehicles.
You know.
no,
You
no.
know, it's,
Well, one of the reasons why people like to live downtown is so that they don't have to have a vehicle.
That's right.
Absolutely.
Right.
And especially when it's low income, they can walk to their job, they can walk to the post office, they can walk, so.
well, I definitely think we're gonna try and work with the
Yes.
office and
Okay,
Mm,
well, I will
we can,
plan on being here next month then and seeing what
if
we.
we get
Yeah.
some idea where
come
we're
up
at.
with. Thank you, I appreciate that so much.
And I don't, you know, we need to get on this too. You know, it's moving along.
Moving to old business. Salvage yard violation discussion with Cal Oil.
Thank you, Ron.
We got any new information on that, or?
Oh, for Jake. No, basically, I think there was supposed to be a hearing, was it Monday? And then we ended up pushing that into April.
Yes.
Yeah. And
Yeah, Bill
my,
sent me an email Sunday about it, saying that he was gonna push it.
yeah, my understanding is we've got a business. If it was gonna go to the hearing, the court was gonna come back and say, okay, where's your business permit? Has it been approved? Has it been denied? And currently, it doesn't sound like we have a business permit that's come into City Hall yet. So that's kind of the next step. We've gotta get a permit for a application for the business permit, and then,
Yeah, as of last month, I didn't know what the next step was,
Yes.
so.
so that's my understanding, that's where we're going. And then, when we get the business permit, we're probably gonna review it, and I don't know what's gonna go on the business permit, but if the definition falls under that of the salvage yard or junkyard, it's not permitted in the downtown district, so it'll be denied, and then you can, like, go back through the zoning board of appeals to see if that can get changed, or that goes back through the court to address the citation. Yeah, or this, amendment to the zoning ordinance, to do it with amendment to the zoning ordinance. So that's where we're at.
I was looking, trying to find a way to guess, but I do see notes on outdoor storage in 5.4-22, page 22. If it were considered a business and not a salvage yard, because that's, if that is established, then there are rules about the use of this storage on site. Line C is, this is paragraph 15, outdoor display, sales and storage. If retail activity associated with the use an enclosed building of at least 500 square feet of gross floor area for office and sales use is required associated with what is being stored. So there's just a note in there, if it does go into that direction, and it also has to be a paved surface. That's in there to see.
A what service?
A paved surface?
Oh, paved surface.
Yes, yeah. But yeah, that's page 5.4-22.
Would you like us to email information or permit?
Sure, that would work.
Okay, email. What's your email, Jane?
I just wrote it down, but it's.
Oh, yeah.
UPKOUW@hotmail.
And then obviously we're here, we can help you
Yeah.
figure out the forms and all that stuff.
Yeah, I know you called and I've been trying to, It's
Yeah,
been-
sounds like you got stuff going on, like,
yeah, I've been so busy and then, yeah, burning 20% of my body doesn't help.
we were shocked to see you walk in the door.
Oh, I was working 3 days later. Of course, my wife wasn't very happy with me, but
But as
there's stuff that needs to be done, stuff needs to be done.
As of right now, we still don't have a permit from you?
Correct.
Yeah, 'cause after the last meeting, I didn't know what needed to even be done.
Do you think it would be possible to work on that in the next week or two?
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, here next week when I come into town,
Okay.
I can definitely bring stuff in. If you email it to me, that way I can pre-fill things out.
I can email you everything. Yep.
Okay, moving to non-motorized transportation plan. Anything new?
There's nothing new, I think I just need to print that out and have everybody look at it. There's like a couple tweaks I still wanna make, but I think I'm just dancing on the head of the pin and we just need to look at it, see if there's any major changes and get it approved.
Zoning administrator's report.
Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, Ronnie, thank you.
City manager report provided in writing. I think they don't go through the whole thing,
Seems like a long report, but there's like a bunch of information about all of our
but I couldn't
equipment.
see that in there.
Everything you ever wanted to know about our equipment.
I didn't get far enough to find where, a snowblower was in there. Oh, I did. I did see where the fire trucks are, and you need to start moving. When we replaced them the last time, they were about 30 years old then also,
Mm-hmm.
and we still had one from 1948.
Oh my goodness. I wonder how much it cost to buy our fire truck.
And we know where that one's at. And it was supposed to be coming back, they were gonna give it to us.
Oh, wow.
Thing is, the stuff that was built back then lasted 30 years though. Compared to something nowadays, you're lucky if it lasts 5.
This was quite the truck, this old one. I know the guy that's got it quite well. Any questions on that, anybody?
I'm not familiar with the Munising Bay Overlook. What is that?
Ooh, that is a piece of property, it's approximately 300 acres, and we're going to, oh man, basically an entity is, the community is going to buy it, through a series of grants. We're gonna have to pay approximately $20,000 out of pocket, but the grant stipulates that it will be basically for outdoor use only, so like you can put bike trails on there, things like that. It's not going to be developable land.
Okay. Where is that located?
It is,
Cottage Road.
kind of it's adjacent to the Park Service.
Okay.
Yeah, I can email you a map, and then maybe in the next meeting, I can put a map in there and, do a little write-up about that.
It's one off Connors Road, right?
Yeah, I believe it's up there.
Between Miller and Lennon Road.
Mhm. Yeah, so it's a really nice opportunity for the community, and it's a lovely parcel of land.
Great, thank you.
Anybody got anything else? Sir?
Did you guys happen to see the water and sewer rate increase?
No, I didn't.
So, it's like John Holland, of Michigan Rural Water Association, presented the results. Now it's recommend a 13.4% increase for water fees in addition to CPI, consumer price index, aka inflation.
That those were the numbers.
Increase in sewer fees beyond the annual CPI is not recommended. We recommend we do that. In March or April. That's on page 2 or 3.
Yeah, I see that now.
So are operating costs currently higher than,
Then what we're
Okay.
bringing in, yeah. We're gonna be talking about it at the commission meeting, so we love guests, come on over, March 4th, 6 PM, it'll be a great time.
Bring snacks.
Yeah, bring snacks.
Anything else? Round table? Anything?
So, last year, we had a little bit of a issue with the marina. When a couple of people didn't pay their marina slip fees on time and they lost their slips. So Michelle and I, along with Eddie and Bryce, helped. Our new marina policy and procedures is finally finished. It's very nice. Bob, you have a copy in your box, and I will email everybody a copy of it so you guys can look at it.
Any new change, like big changes?
I'd say the big change is that we have an established policy, so it's something that did not
Yes.
exist previously.
Okay.
So
We had nothing to go on.
it just kind of outlines like, okay, well, here's how you apply for a slip, here's what happens if you don't have your information in on time, here's what happens if you do.
Here's how we get on the waiting list.
Yeah.
Is that gone out to everybody who's got a current slip?
Yeah, that'll go out to everybody.
Yeah.
I'm gonna post it
So
on
everybody
as
that has
well.
a current slip, the first business day in March, we send out the contract, a letter, and this year they will get the policy and procedure. So they have a big packet,
Yeah.
and they have until the last day in April, last business day in April, by close of business to get it in with their proof of insurance, and if they don't, they lose their slip.
Did you put anything in there that the contracts have been sent out to the previous address or an address that has been supplied? Okay, good. It covers that.
Yep.
And then there's other things in there, like dogs need to be on a leash, no swimming in the dock area, things like
Cooking
that.
on the
Yeah,
dock.
cookies.
There's a lot in there. It's, I think, 14 pages,
Yeah.
something like
For
that.
the individuals who lost their slips, you know, or I don't know if they actually lost, but we just, they lose them last year? Or-
3 people.
Okay, is it because of an address
2 of
change?
them, one had a wrong address. They wrote it wrong address on their previous slip, which is what we take. We take that one from the previous year, make sure it matches with the address that we have. If it doesn't, we change it. So it's on the slip holder to write the right address on your application. And then the other guy, he just didn't come in time. He came a week later and he was like, well, I couldn't make it in on time. Okay, well, then you lost your slips. That's right here. No exceptions. He didn't like that.
And they go to the bottom of the list, correct?
No, they can go on the waiting list.
Right, that's what I mean,
Yeah.
on the bottom of the waiting
Yes,
list,
they
right.
restart at the bottom.
Is that a long list?
Yeah, how many people
It's
are
in
on the
demand,
list?
yeah.
I want to say 40.
Oh, wow, okay.
So there's a lot of people on the waiting list. We have one right now that we know is up for grabs, but,
Gotta wait.
huh?
We gotta wait.
We gotta wait till May.
And then once you're in and you pay your fees, that's yours.
Yes,
Until,
until you pay on time,
unless you fail, yeah, okay.
You fail to pay or you decide to give it up,
Okay.
it's yours. Yeah.
On the transitional dock, I don't know if that's what they call it or not, but the other dock space down there for people coming in,
Transient.
transit. Okay. Is there any way through the Waterway Commission that some of those can go permanent? Well, there's gotta be a way.
We have to keep them as transient for so long, and I don't know what that process is, or how long it is, do you know about?
No, I don't, I'd guess, it seems to me it
Because
was
the
20, it
grant
seems to me it was like
had-
25 years, it was a long time.
It was a long
Yeah.
time, and it was because of the grant,
Right.
but I don't know what that time frame is. I can follow up and loop back next month.
And I don't know, I don't know if we could petition them to shorten that, or petition them to, I don't know what the grant says,
You know,
so.
one of the biggest things is on Lake Superior, you don't have the transit dock users like you do on Lake Michigan,
No,
like here on.
That's true.
And the Waterway Commission has to be aware of that. I mean, that's who I'm assuming you would have to go through.
Yeah.
Yep.
And there's data of usage and how much it's vacant to
Yeah.
make your case, I suppose. Say, hey, can we reduce the number or whatever?
Yeah, actually, I'm not sure how we track. I know Eddie tracks everything, yeah.
Mhm.
So we have 26 transient slips and 34 seats.
Our agenda is being posted online for our meetings.
I posted I want to say a bunch or a few recently, so they should be on there.
Okay.
I don't know if this one was, but.
Okay.
We probably should.
I would think, yeah. We got video going yet?
Yep, it's on there.
Oh, yes.
Okay. And that's gonna be posted, so if I could go on tomorrow and look for the video.
No, it takes me I'm doing the posting right now. It
Okay.
takes me several hours to do it, so it's,
Okay.
and then if something
So
glitches, it's like.
within a week?
Yeah, within a few days.
Okay.
Where is it posted?
It's on the city website,
Commissions, or
Yeah.
the tab,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, go to
whatever
city
motion
minutes,
you need,
yeah.
it's exactly. Yep, it's on there.
Anything else on the roundtable?
I would kind of like to see a post about just general, how to go about things. You know, how to, apply for permits and, stuff down here. You need a permit for businesses, you need a permit for your boating, and just an overall general one posted, so
Yeah,
that
that would have
way.
been handy to see online to know, because I've never had to come in for something like this, so I had no clue. So yes, on the website, that would be something nice to
especially
To
with,
have.
you know, the nicer weather's coming out and things like that, and, you know, I know we had before, we had like some changes to like where you can park your campers and things like that, like I just want a new updated one, kind of seasonal one posted, so everyone kind of know.
Okay.
And Michelle, maybe bring in some TikTok, you know, moves with it too.
Right.
Yeah.
Popular.
Okay.
Anything else on the road too?
I guess as a newbie, I mean, I've been trying to get as many documents as I can find to understand our needs and our goals, but any guidance would be greatly appreciated.
Do you have a housing needs assessment?
I have the housing needs
Okay.
assessment, the non-motorized,
Okay.
yeah. So I've gone through and I found a bunch of different documents. Maybe at some point I should just come and visit and say, hey, is there anything beyond this?
Absolutely,
Yeah, come
yeah.
on
Okay.
in, we can show you, and maybe like, I can't, do we have a draft master plan?
Oh.
No.
No.
I don't think so.
I do have the previous master
Okay.
plan.
Yeah.
Hopefully we'll get that on the 25th.
That's what it's, yeah, we emailed
Our next
master
planning
planner.
commission meeting is the 25th, I believe, and
I
that,
don't know, I don't Brian's email. Yeah, we just, I also just.
and Ryan's supposed to bring that.
March 25th. We get final review, so the next meeting. Does he well, I guess this doesn't happen like every year, but do you think we'll get the document in advance? I hope so. Okay, well, we can ask to get that.
Yeah,
We're gonna get it in
yeah,
advance.
absolutely, it would be a good
I
thing.
think we did in the past.
And I don't know if he's just gonna email me all the stuff and not show up because it states that he's got a meeting to go
Gotta
to
go
the next
later.
morning.
Mm-hmm.
So I don't know. I don't know if he's actually gonna come to the meeting or not. I can find that out though. It would be nice if we could be here and
It
explain
would
things.
really be
yes.
nice, yeah.
Anything else on the road bit? Brief public comment. Hearing none?
I make a motion we adjourn.
Second?
All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Carried.